What's happening, guys? Tom Tucker with a Buoy 10 update for Thursday, August 10th. And what a difference a day makes. Today was completely gorgeous out. We had cloud cover, and it just made for a super nice day weather-wise, and the fishing was notably better than it was, at least for me, yesterday. First thing in the morning, I decided to switch things up completely and try fishing the Oregon side, since if you listen to my report yesterday, the Washington side wasn't too good to me first thing in the morning. That paid off in the first hour of the day. I think we had 5 or 6 opportunities, double, got a couple of those fish to the boat. It was awesome. We were just kind of nosing into that tide that was still coming in for the first few hours of the day, was catching them suspended, closer to the bottom, and pretty much everywhere. It didn't seem like we could really do anything wrong. People were getting them around us. It was good, and that was awesome to see. There was definitely a lot of fish caught this morning, and yeah, so that was awesome. Towards the last part of that high tide, it seemed like things slowed down. So I started going with the tide and just trying to track down those fish on these small tides. I wasn't expecting those fish to go super far, but I wasn't able to run back into them, at least in any sort of good numbers. When that tide started high slack tide, when it flipped to outgoing, I was expecting there to be a little more of a bite. We got a couple bites in that time frame, but not much happened for me, at least. Over on the Oregon side, I ended up running around pretty much everywhere today. I fished up by the bridge a little bit. I fished checkerboard. I fished in front of Chinook almost all the way to Oahu. We ended up getting on a long outgoing troll on the Washington side, and that did pretty good for us, kind of, in the middle of the outgoing tide. I think we got, it wasn't red hot by any means, but we were getting a bite every, 20 minutes or so. It was pretty consistent. We lost a stud of a fish to, if you saw my boat going in circles down by Church Hole, we were battling. We had a 20 or so pound Chinook, and it looked like it was clipped, get taken by a really large seal, and I was running over it with the motor in circles trying to get it to let go. We got it to release it a few times, but ended up breaking it off. It was just a bit of a bummer, but a fun fight. And yeah, so anyway, that was my day. We tried back on the Oregon side for the last couple hours of the day, and just nothing went well over there for us. Didn't really see anything happening, and decided to call it a day. Kill bag was a little light, but we hooked and landed a good amount of fish, and so it was definitely fun, and it's definitely heating up out here. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got for today. It seems like fish are everywhere. I think you can kind of pick and choose where you want to fish, and it should only get better as the weekend comes up. Cheers.